Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dimensions of Love. How nice of you to join yet another session of picking a shell by practicing our intuition. So, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome. How lovely to have you here. If you are a new viewer, feel free to be yourself, and a little short introduction. The reason why we are picking specifically shells is because we want to connect to our feminine aspects that Spirit has guided us, that needs healing now in this time for us collectively. So connecting with the moon and the water and kind of accepting the polarities of masculine and feminine and having them equally balanced, as in darkness and light. So that is why Spirit has guided us to do it in this way. And because our intuition has been suppressed, the society that has been a lot of masculine energy and very driven and ego and very big in the sense that it has overpowered the feminine aspects that has become suppressed. This is and has caused us to lose this connection to our own intuition that we had in the beginning, but kind of lost it because it was never practiced by this massive energy of masculine energy. So that's why we're doing these practices, first of all, so you can pick a shell, but also to pick a shell for your weekend so that you all know what can you expect this weekend, how will it look, how would you read it in your life, so that you can know how specifically your intuition is working with you and your higher self. Always feel free to come back and see how this video resonated. If you like this video, you'll have it saved so you can look at it afterwards. That's also good. But however you do it, you'll do it wonderful by yourself in how it will resonate for you. We're just giving a little bit tips and tricks into how you can do it to sustain this training. But as always, you have your free will and to do however you choose to do. We are just the messengers delivering these messages. So this weekend, and I'm sorry for the background, this is actually the only place that in this apartment has great energy, and you know that I always want to this interaction of energy exchange to be in a safe space where everyone feels loved. That includes the space of where I'm recording. So the energy is best here. And here I have a lot of things. So aesthetically, it perhaps isn't so pleasing to the eye, but I hope that that is not so big for you guys, that you see that as more important, actually the messages that we're delivering, because the energy here is amazing. I'm going to work on the background, so keep in mind. But that's why we're picking this place for you guys to do these recordings. And I think we covered everything. So let's get into the piles. So as always, pick pile number 1, 2, 3, which shell resonates with you. Today we also have a seahorse, which is actually not a shell, of course, but the seahorse lives with shells. So we can have that also in the way that we pick. So without any further ado, let's just get into this shell pick. So for all of you that picked shell number 1, these are your messages. That is your beautiful seahorse shell, and that is your card. So the seahorse is saying that you are an amazing husband, father, just a very beautiful caretaker energy surrounding a masculine here. And your card is the fool. I'm sorry, it's the fool. Uh, the fool is starting something new, being very playful, childlike, and stepping into it. So the message that I'm getting with you guys in pile number 1 is two different messages. Message number 1, if you are this male this weekend, you might connect with another female that is very interesting too, and you might jump too fast into something with this female, and spirit is kind of wants you to remember that the polarities, because in our meditation we felt a lot of polarities with pile number 1. So if you're this man that is so caring and taking care, if you'll have further down the road, if you will have children with this woman that you'll meet now or connect with energetically, um, whether that be online or just in the beginning in this energy field before you even see this person. So just take it how it resonates for you. This this woman will not be a mother that will take care of the kids. You'll be the one taking care of that. Like that is the energy that I'm feeling, so that you know what to expect out of this. To not expect that she will kind of match your energy, because if you are going to be the water, she will surely be the oil to you. So that is how you will function with it. And this is whether if you want it or not. Something that you should think about if you want it. So that is for you that are men watching this, male. For females, because again I get this duality, so I have to give the message both to men and women in pile number 1. For you all that are ladies, well, on this weekend you are connecting with a male that is everything that you've never ever experienced energetically. You've always taken care of everyone, and no one has ever taken care of you. And now this blessing comes in from spirit to you to give you this beautiful opportunity of connecting with this beautiful energy that will be very generous and giving. And this might startle you, I feel, and you might want to push this away, but spirit is asking you to give a chance at love. Okay, even if you were hurt before, give it a chance, because this is beautiful. This is a fresh new beginning. This person will bring out the child in you. It's a lot of positive energy here. So just, it's kind of opposite to the male's message to the females here in pile number 1, but the message is overall positive, both for the males here and the females. There is someone very beautiful, because the seahorse doesn't carry, the mother doesn't carry the babies. She just makes the egg and then she drops them into the male, and then the male carries them, and then contraction happens and he's kind of birthing these children. So for the male, remember, you are going to take care of this. The woman will not do it. For the female, just go for it. This is where you don't have to go in too hard on it like that, but just be open to this playfulness, to this energy that will enter this weekend for you guys. So this is your message, pile number 1. I hope this helps, and have a wonderful weekend. If you picked shell number 2, then these are your messages. This is your beautiful shell, and your card is the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so your shell is saying that someone is being dishonest. This is a liar, a cheat, that will betray you. That is the energy, pile number 2. And the card is the King of Cups in reverse. So the first thing that I'm picking up in my meditation here with you, pile number 2s, are that someone is constantly copying you. It's copying your energy, uh, it's copying everything that you do, but it's a cheap copy. It's not sustained because it's not real. It doesn't belong. The same thing if you would be careful this weekend, if you see someone and you enjoy their company and they're doing everything that you ever wanted, I feel like this is like a kind of narcissistic energy that copies everything, like sociopath, how you would say it, if you want to put it in those categories. But I more read energy if it's toxic or not. So I'll use these words instead, because it feels more positive to just not judge a person, but to know that they just have toxic traits. Okay, so this individual has a lot of toxic traits. Okay, they have a lot of things that they haven't worked on at all. So they're copying and they're giving you everything that you want in the moment, but it's necessarily not true. Just like this shell was copied in China. They made a cheap copy of this that was found out later on. They made a lot of these shells that was copying. So the same way, I feel like this person is copying everything that you're doing, mimicking to give you what you want so that you become independent. But they're emotionally manipulating you. Why am I saying this? Because we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely saying manipulation here. We got it confirmed 2 times. And this person is using emotional, like emotional attachment to you, how to drag you back into it. Okay, and this is because they are themselves emotionally detached from their self. Okay, so in situation extreme, as in financial difficulties or just difficulties in general for this person can come back to you and try to ask you for money and say that they're going to pay you back, for example, and they'll never give it back. Or if it's energetically, you might have in your weekend. So don't just think about this physically, someone being there. It can be also energetically. So you're just having fun and it's on the weekend, and all of a sudden you kind of feel a different energy kind of moving inside of you. Yeah, it's this person being inside of your energy, kind of enjoying of eating off your energy, because this person is very toxic and damaged. So therefore they are more in the shadow self aspect and not understanding themselves. Therefore they're eating light in that sense that they're taken away from you. So don't just take it as they're taken away money wise from you. They're taken away emotionally as much as they're taking away money, as much as they're taking away energetically. So whatever it resonates for you on this weekend, if someone comes like that into your weekend, just pile number 2, be cautious, because this is really saying to you that uh, this individual, and I feel mostly that it's a male, but take it how it is. It can also be that they can be a female with a lot of masculine energy, but this is definitely a taker. Okay, and they will press on your emotional buttons to try to trigger you into getting what they want. Okay, so it's very immature for you here, pile number 2, and it's asking you, because I feel very much strength in my meditation for you guys in pile number 2. So just be cautious. This is what Spirit is saying here. Just be cautious and don't be oversharing. Don't say too many things when you're in different settings with different people. Just keep things quiet to yourself and observe more here. Okay, so on this weekend, try to observe and be relaxed, but be alert of what is happening. Okay, so, and one more thing, when I was sitting, they were giving to me, look at the spirals on the shell, count the spirals. And I was like, why should I count the spiral? I didn't understand it. And then it just dawned to me that this is an inner conflict that is rippling out in everything. And this is also a karmic connection to why this energy is not letting it go so easily. So just letting you know that this is, you're supposed to learn a big lesson here, because it's karmically, but it holds a lot of blessings, because the spirals were 8. So 8 is karmically, but also 8 is great success. So when you manage to understand this manipulation happening, you have great success, because this person kind of teaches you how you will not allow someone in the future to emotionally manipulate you. It's kind of, you're giving thanks to something that's difficult, but it's further down the road. So that was more for you guys in pile number 2. I hope this message helps you. And as always, that you have a great weekend. And come back to the message and see how it resonated again for you. I'm happy to help. So have a wonderful weekend too, guys. Pile number 2. And see you next week if you enjoyed this. If you picked pile number 3, then this is your beautiful shell. And your card is the Hangman upright. Okay. Beautiful souls of pile number 3. The shell is saying here that you're kind of not letting go a relationship that is actually causing problems in a lot of area of your existence. And the Hangman is saying here that usually the Hangman says you've been put in a pause by spirit because you need to reevaluate and you need to see the situation in a different light. Now, what I got in my meditation for you all in pile number 3 is that there is an inner conflict within yourselves, okay? Why this is happening. There's an inner conflict that needs to happen, but Spirit is helping you with this because this seems to be out of your control. And I was asking them, what does this mean, out of control? And what I got was, that's why Spirit is helping you, is because this is chemically, okay? There is something when you're connecting with this person, with this energy, specific, something chemically happens in you. So maybe your sexual drive gets enhanced, or you're just being drawn to this energy. It just makes you kind of energetically drunk. You're just getting pulled into it so fast that you don't even know what happens, okay? So this weekend, Spirit is saying that you need to look at this really carefully here, because if you didn't have this emotional attachment to these chemicals that are causing you to be so drawn to this individual, you will not be acting like this, because you would know that this is causing so many problems. It's not worth it. There's so many that are suffering because of this relationship. It is not worth it. But at the same time, it still happens, okay? That's why Spirit is stepping in here and putting you on a pause so that you can truly see this energy for what it is, okay? This energy is showing something that you're doing to yourself. So you're self-sabotaging in the same way yourself. And that's why this energy outside of yourself is acting in the same way. They're kind of sabotaging you. But at the same time, you're still going in that direction, okay? That's why Spirit is stepping in here and saying that it can't be this reckless, because this needs to change. You need to look at it. This needs to change and you need to release it. But I feel this in my meditation too. There's this frustration from your spirit guide. You're very stubborn. So when you decide something, it's like someone's almost crying of frustration of how stubborn you are. But that's good. Stubbornness is a good quality to have. But when it is this opposite of something that is not good for you, but you're still being stubborn about it, that's when it gets this, I feel this energy of like making the angels want to cry. It's like, please, you need to see this. You need to see that this is damaging yourself and everything around you. You really need to see it. And that's why, pile number 3, you're put in this pause. So this weekend, what I'm feeling in your energetic field, also Spirit wanted me to count your spirals here. I got that in pile number 2 also, that I should count them. And I counted them and there were 7. So I feel like 7 heaven and this connection to that you're very spiritually connected and protected. That's why they're stepping in, because they're seeing that this is difficult for you. But you need to let go of your stubbornness, okay? Pile number 3, You all are very stubborn and strong, but you really need to soften up that, okay? You need to understand that it's not worth it. It's not worth your energy. It is wasting your energy. It is wasting your time. It is wasting all of your resources that you need into moving forward. So even if you don't want to see it, eventually you will see it. And I kind of get this picture also for you guys in pile number 3. When you'll get out of this and when you will heal this part within yourself, and you'll kind of look at this person and be like, I don't even know what was I doing? Like that kind of epiphany, like you don't even understand how was that? Like you've been hypnotized almost, and all of a sudden waking up out of this state and being like, what was I thinking? Why was I like that? What was going on? Yes, that is the kind of epiphany you will get after you get out of this energy. So this weekend, try to see when this happens, when this desire comes. It can be for one specific person, but it can also be for multiple people. It can be this just energy that attracts you to a lot that you don't know, that is chemical. So it's kind of difficult to explain this for you all because it falls into you how it resonates. But definitely you need to attach from this connection that is happening this weekend. So just see how it resonates for you this weekend, and keep in mind that that is happening when you start. So perhaps you can waken yourself up when you're in this position of standing here, because you need to learn something here very valuable. So don't be so stubborn. I know it's easier said than done, but pile number 3, you have so much help from spirit. I feel so much support for you guys that it's very beautiful. Let me be honest with you. I just felt very overwhelmed of how many energies uh, were kind of pushing here for you, pile number 3. There's so many rooting for you. That's the word that I wanted to use. So just keep moving forward and see how this relationship falls into your life, on what will happen this weekend. Because see the light behind there? Something will just illuminate, and you will have that beautiful, so much light and beautiful for you guys in pile number 3. I hope that that message helps you, pile number 3. And as always, it's so nice of you to join on these sessions of practicing your intuition, not only for yourself, but for everyone else also, and to expand yourself, to become a better version, a stronger version, to connect with yourself, to your higher self, and of course to your feminine aspect within yourself. Let her blossom freely, whether you're a man or a woman. This masculine and feminine energy needs to reunite in harmony so it is balanced. So thank you for being here. All of your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. We always love to hear from you. We always will answer you in your comments. And thank you for growing this channel, because this is a togetherness. So we're doing this together for everyone, so they can have a safe space. So thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. And as always, have a wonderful day. Sending love your way. Bye, everyone.